What's good, gamers? Welcome back to another episode of the Birchlands, yada yada yada. Last episode we went on a deep sea adventure, we did some pretty crazy things, and we got a hold of some of these right here, these buried treasure maps. This chest right here, I'll give this a little explanation too. So originally what I wanted to do is on that journey, we came across a shipwreck that was just floating. And what I kind of wanted to do for the thumbnails, I kind of wanted that in the picture. I wanted to add this chest in there too to make it look like we discovered treasure. But I didn't feel like doing that because it is a little ways away. It's very, very far in that direction. But anyways, let's open this map right here. It does look like we actually journeyed into these chunks. So, yeah, that might be a little bit of a problem. Yeah, we look like we're a good foot away from the place. So let's get the map. We're gonna head on out there. I'd imagine it's probably the island on the northeastern part of the world, which is where we found the spawner last time, so let's hop right on out there. Also, if you haven't been paying attention to the videos lately, I've been editing them slightly differently. I kind of wanted to give like some more time, not too much more time, between cuts. I previewed it in Vegas, which is the software I use to edit these things, and it sounded very cut off. I'm not really sure if that's the preview messing around or anything. But I didn't like that, so I'm putting more delays in between cuts. Just slightly, of course, only like 1 or 2 frames. But I think it makes a difference. And also, one other thing I've changed is the amount of music I use in the videos. I've been doing a lot of Sonic things lately, classic Sonic to be specific. And I just thought I'd put some of those tracks in these videos because they sound very good in my opinion. Especially the ones from Sonic 3, but they're all very great tracks and I highly recommend you go play those games if you haven't already. Yeah, see, there's the ship I was talking about earlier. It's just floating there. I don't know why. There's got to be like, some kind of landform, I guess, under there. But I don't see anything, really. Like, there's no reason it should have generated up here. It should be down there. Unless there's something wrong with the terrain down there. But it looks completely fine right here. It's completely flat, so I'm not sure what this is all about right here. That's pretty weird. Gotta be a glitch or something. Anyways, the island should be right ahead in this direction. I know you can't see it, but it's there. Alright, and it appears that we're here, and it also appears that I was completely right about the location of this treasure. It's gonna want to go a little ways in this direction, so roughly over there it should be. It's also getting dark out, so we might have a little bit of mob combat happening here too. And I'm gonna pull up my debug screen. We're gonna look at chunk over there. And I'm just gonna make both of those numbers 9s real quick, because that is where the chest should always generate. So right beneath this block right here. Boom, what did I tell you? There it is. We got some loot in here. We got a diamond, we got TNT, we got iron, we got a zombie above me. Hopefully he doesn't see me. We got some cooked cod, we got some cooked salmon, we got some prismarine crystals, we got a heart of the sea, we got an iron sword, which is useless. Yeah, and that's about it. We'll take the chest as well. Now I'm going to get out of here. So there we go, that's treasure number 1 found. Now for treasure number 2, which is actually, we discovered this before we found that treasure. So where is this one? This one appears to be very far off as well, but in the other direction. So, yep, we got some journeying to do now. Baby zombie, get out of here. Alright, so where could this thing be, to be honest? I'm not really sure. Oh, that's a clue right there. You see how the little dot there moved when I'm headed in this direction? So that means it's way directly south. Probably that little peninsula sticking out of the map on the right there. Actually, I might be wrong. This terrain appears to be coming from the west, so it can't be that island. It actually might be the island where the base is at, actually. That's crazy. Alright, so after a little bit of journeying, coming up is the island I mentioned earlier, and sure enough, we are still nowhere near the map's border right here, so it might actually be below our map. Oh, and look at that, look at that. It might actually be on our island now, because the icon there just got bigger. That's pretty good. It means we're within reasonable distance, finally. Alright, we're going under the bridge here, and now, yes, it appears that this is on the beach we all know and love. Now, at the beginning of the series, we found buried treasures, so hopefully this isn't one we've already discovered, and if it is, that's a little mean. I really hope buried treasures aren't, like, bugged or anything, since we're using the custom world gen, but I guess that we're about to find out, really. Oh my god, there's like 4 skeletons and 2 creepers here, this is crazy. Alright, and with that out of the way, it appears it's right in this direction, and I see a hole. But that's a cave, okay. So, yeah, it might be the chest right about here-ish. Hold on, I gotta kill this zombie and then I gotta align my chunk numbers or coordinates. Alright, so we get into the chunk. Let's do the 9-9 thing. Yeah, it should be this one right here, and it does appear that we've already dug this one up. Gosh, I am just getting attacked left and right in this episode. Holy. Yeah, it's this block right here, so really the only thing I can think of is that it's under the stone right there, but I highly doubt that. We're also on 3 hearts. I don't know what I was thinking there, man. Yep, it's rubbish. This map is trash. But the other ones seem to work. Maybe it's because these are all in chunks and this area of the world is just messed up, but if we go to like another island or something, then it'll work? I'm not really sure, but either way, both of these maps are now useless. They're gonna go rot in my storage building for the time being now. And the time being forever. Well, at least we have like a map of the base now. Well, I'll save some materials later down the road. Hello, my people. Welcome back to this section of the video where we're going to build probably the goofiest thing ever in this world. Or at least it's going to look very goofy. It's totally not being recorded nearly a full month after the previous segment. So yeah, what we're going to do is we are going to build a place to house the spawner, or a spawner XP farm would be a more accurate description. Spawner is currently in the storage facility. We're going to keep it there because I don't want to risk accidentally placing it where we don't want it. And then we can't move it because, as you know, if you play Minecraft before, you can't break spawners and replace them. They always drop XP and no block itself. So anyways, what we're going to need actually is we're going to need some iron. We're going to need a chest as well because we need some hoppers for this. I'm going to try to use as little hoppers as I possibly can. And this is going to be done entirely from my memory, okay? So I do not normally build farms like this. So you might cringe a little bit as I'm doing this. But we're going to see how it goes anyways. XP farms like these are great. Okay, they're kind of essential, especially the skeleton ones. Because the skeletons drop bones and you can turn the bones into bone meal. It's pretty nice. So I reckon all we're going to need for this is the chest and the hopper, just one hopper, and then a whole bunch of cobblestone and some water on the inside. But yeah, alright. First I gotta do a little experiment though. I do not remember off the top of my head how far water spreads from the water source. So we'll place that right there. And then we're going to place another block. Yeah, I'll just do the chest, screw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Okay. Hopefully I counted that right, because the whole design of this farm is going to rely on that. So anyways, what we're going to do is I think we're just going to place it like right over here. And probably in a future episode, we're going to touch this up, make it look better, because obviously right now it is going to be probably an eyesore. It's going to be made entirely out of cobblestone, the actual block. But anyways, right here, this is where we're going to have the water come down. And it's going to push all the skeletons and the items into this one area right here. We might actually need a little bit of cobblestone for this, a little more than I actually have, so I might have to do some cave mining, or mining underneath the storage facility. Alright, so this is what we've got right here. So if I place the water right there... Oh, okay, we got to do it one more block. One more block. Alright, so what I pretty much plan to do with this is this is going to push the skeletons and any items they drop down to the hopper right here. So if I take one of my pumpkin pies, I throw it in the water, as you can see it goes right into the hopper and straight to the chest. So pretty epic. It's not nearly as efficient with entities, but it'll still work nonetheless. Hopefully. I'm not a farm expert. Unless it's like the manual farms that we all have over there. In fact, I think it would also be wise to put a hopper, or not a hopper, what am I saying? Bruh. A slab right there. So that way when they fall down, we can just automatically crouch underneath this and strike them. So good design choices right there by me. Now on this side, I'm just going to tower up just a little bit. And then we're going to count out 7 blocks from right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th one right there, that's where we're going to place our water source. So give me a minute. Now I just need to make a little guardrail going all the way around here. So that way none of the water falls out of this place when we're done. Alright, and after a little bit of building and a little bit of patching with wood after I ran out of cobblestone, this is what we've got right here. Now, what we gotta do is we're gonna place a whole line of water sources all around here. And in theory, yes, it goes right to the edge right there. That's pretty good. Alright, so that's pretty nice right there. Now, what we gotta do is we're gonna need more cobblestone. One thing I am a little worried about now is that the mobs might spawn underneath here. So I'm just gonna do a quick solution right there that we will fix in a later episode. But now it's time to go on up. Alright, so that cobblestone was not enough to fill the entire place, so yeah, I guess we gotta jump down and get more and avoid the mobs that are coming out now since it's nighttime. Alrighty then, that's cool. Zombie, get out of here. Oh my god. Yeah, this is gonna be like the only repercussion to building this on the beach, but I think we can build a structure right near the little window right there to make sure none of the mobs ambush us while we're using this. Also, while making the roof, I've begun to try to work out a location for the spawner. What I want it to be is I want it to be in the exact center of the room, so that way no mobs will potentially spawn outside of it. And I've also got 2 slabs here, or 4 slabs, more than enough slabs to put on the spawner to make sure no one tries to spawn on top of it. So hopefully all will go according to plan. And here it is. Now we gotta make sure the placement on this is correct, like absolutely correct. If we screw this up, we have to repeat the last episode. And I don't want to do that because that would be a pain in the rear. It took us literally episodes to find that spawner, so yeah, we're gonna be here for a little bit if I screw up the placement of the spawner. Or we can just move the entire farm, which I also don't want to do because that's a pain in the rear. And look at all these blocks we placed right here. This whole cobblestone cube right here. Or not really a cube, more of a rectangle. Yeah, that would be a real pain in the rear to break and then move. Anyways, we're just gonna water right on up there. Alright, so where I plan on putting this thing will be just a couple blocks below this gap right here. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go down there, try to line up this block perfectly with that gap. Perfect. And now, what we gotta do is we're going to... Oh, I forgot the spawn egg. That would have been bad. But yeah, we're gonna save the spawner for last. We'll see if I can get out of this. So yeah, spawn eggs. I believe we have 2 skeleton spawn eggs in one of the more early chests, or barrels. I keep calling them chests because I'm very used to it. Yes, 2 spawn eggs for a skeleton right here. And I did just think of something. Since the mob spawner can't be obtained in survival, I'm a little bit worried if we can actually place this thing in survival. Just a little worried. If it isn't, then this whole episode is pointless. And yeah, I might make an embarrassment on myself on camera. But at this point, I've already come this far. I have to upload this video. So we gotta figure out where this pole is. 1, 2, 3, and then the spawner. Moment of truth. Yes, we can place it. Great. Place that boy right there. Now, we're gonna have to box ourselves in here. Yep, and it's spawning. I'm perfect. Exactly what we need. Be careful not to break it, though. I just gotta get out of here. Alive. Alright, and there we go. So that's a spawner XP farm complete. Now hopefully it'll actually spawn in. Yes, it is. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, I'm in range of the spawner. So now I can just take these dudes out. The XP goes right through the slot right here. Boom, we basically have infinite bones. We do have a little bit of cobblestone in here from when I was breaking stuff. Yeah, there we go. Spawner XP farm right there. Pretty cool. Very nice. Now I just gotta add that one last slab, and I think we can officially call this an episode. Now I swear I better not screw this up. Just place the slab. There we go. Make sure no one can spawn on top of that. Alright. Awesome. Nice water bucket clutch by me there. I thought I'd be able to make the water with the water just drying up right there, but I guess not. So yeah, it's not the craziest efficient farm ever, but this most definitely works. It's definitely very AFK-able. I may or may not AFK it, to be honest. We'll have to see. But this will be very nice for mending up the tools, because we can effectively do this with minimal effort. And yeah, it's pretty epic. It'll also really be helpful for getting XP levels, because as you know, we have a whole bunch of villagers that have mending books and other enchanted books that we could really use right now, and then are going to require a whole bunch of levels. So yeah, that's what that whole building is over there. The iron golems, they are just still casually crowding around it. My bodyguards over here, this is actually pretty good. No one's getting inside here without my permission. But yeah, all these dudes right here. All of these enchantments, we need these enchantments because I've been slacking off lately with applying the enchantments to the tools and weapons, and that's for a reason, because not enough levels. But with that farm, hopefully we will have enough levels. Anyways, I think that just about wraps it up for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. This was delayed, to be honest. I had some other priorities in life, and on this channel as well, such as making those 3 Roblox videos in a row. So, gamers, I hope to see you in the next one. I think I might do something a little bold in the next one, but we'll see in a future episode. You'll have to stay tuned for that. But yeah, we gotta tune this up. This looks absolutely hideous, but that'll be for another episode. What the heck happened to my torches? Very suspicious. Okay then. See you later, gamers. Take care. Love you all.